Hey everybody. Man, it's been a great summer. We have been having so much fun here in Vancouver at some of our live services, and our hubs have been so great. I've been hearing great stories of hub here in Vancouver and also in Toronto. I want to give a big shout out to our whole crew out in Toronto right now. We love you guys so much. We're praying for you and excited for all God's doing in our church. We're really preparing our hearts for this fall and all He's going to do as we come back together in a greater way. And I really think it's going to be a season of revival in our church where we see many come to Jesus. That being said, this Sunday was such a great message from Pastor Justin as he shared Saul's journey on the road in his relationship with Jesus and his salvation experience, which was quite dramatic. My salvation experience was quite dramatic as well, so it just resonated with me as I remembered being 19 years old and Jesus meeting me there in my bedroom and my entire life being flipped upside down. So tonight in Hub, I think it would be great to just share some testimony. Like, how did you get saved? What was your journey to meeting Jesus? Pastor Justin had 4 great points, and I think 3 of them are going to set up some questions for our hub tonight. And so why don't we start with this, just really briefly, have 1 or 2 people, not everybody, but just 1 or 2 people in your hub share a 1 to 2 minute explanation of how they got saved, just to get us excited in hub tonight, okay? How did you get saved? What was your moment with Jesus like where you got knocked back and the Lord started speaking to you? Mine, I was drunk in a bedroom, okay? That's where I got saved. Maybe you were in a church service, I don't know, but it's always powerful. And then let's ask these 3 questions about now on our salvation journey. The first point that Pastor Justin had was God knows exactly where you are. Now why don't we ask this question? From when God saved you till now, where are you at? Where are you at in your relationship with Jesus? Do you know where you are? Here's the encouragement, friend. God knows where you are, but do you know where you are? Can you just share with your hub? Here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at in my relationship with God. Don't be ashamed if you're having a challenging season. And if you're having a great season, encourage your hub with all God's doing in your life. Be honest with where you're at in your walk with God. Point number 2 is this. It's okay to ask for directions. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to invite some people in the hub to speak into your life tonight. You know, we don't do hubs just to have a nice little Bible study. We are actually so passionate at Vivid that you would have relationships that can speak into your life. Like, hey, hub members, I just want to coach you right now. If someone in your hub is in the hospital, if someone in your hub is going through a tough time, if someone in your hub is struggling in any way, why don't we just be the first people that goes and visits, that gives some advice, that sends some funds, that does something to support each other. It's okay to ask for directions. If you need help tonight, just ask for some help. Say, I need help with this. I need prayer for this. Let's get open and honest in our hub tonight. And the last thing that I want to remind you of, it's actually Justin's point 4, is that you're not on this journey alone. I love the picture that he painted in the message of the first thing that Saul saw after he was knocked back, saved, and there were scales over his eyes and he couldn't see. You know, it's so funny. Sometimes when you come to Jesus, He opens your eyes so you can see. But for Saul, it was different. He actually closed his eyes so he couldn't see until he had people in his life that he could call Christian brothers. It was so cool. The first person he saw was Ananias. The first person he saw was a Christian brother who he was actually setting out to kill, and God made him a brother. I want to remind you that you're not alone. And why don't you tell a story tonight, just in closing, of a Christian brother, a Christian sister that had been there for you at a tough time. Someone who you came in contact with in church, or someone that you came in contact with that was pivotal in your walk with the Lord. I just feel like Hub's going to be really encouraging tonight. We're going to talk about some salvation stories. We're going to talk about where we're at, and we're going to invite some coaching, and we're going to tell some stories about people that helped us along the way. It's going to be powerful. I'm excited for your Hub. Have a good night. We love you.